What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? Let's go. Okay, so what's up, everybody? So, first of all, I told y'all I'm exposing the truth. I'm exposing the truth. And honestly, what I feel like we need to talk about is our correlation with other people and conversations. And what, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Not everybody is going to appreciate your presence. I really hope y'all hear me on this. Not everybody is going to appreciate your presence. Not everybody's going to appreciate your energy. Not everybody is going to appreciate who you are. Not everybody's going to appreciate what you bring to the world. Not everybody is going to appreciate that. But it is up to you to create the exclusivity around who you are to make people appreciate that. Let me say that one more time. It is up to you to create that exclusivity, to cut off that access so people can start to appreciate you. You know, I've realized that people will literally call me and use me as some type of like dump to just talk about themselves. People will call you to just vent. People will call you to just use you. People will call you to just use your energy for their own benefits. And one thing about me, I don't like that. And I think the biggest thing is that the way you can solve your issues that you deal with people is becoming more self-sufficient off your own love. Becoming self-sufficient off your own love is the best thing that I can do, and the best thing I can tell you to do. Because while you're out here searching for love from this person and this person and this person, you're not even realizing that you're being sucked dry from this one, sucked dry from this one, sucked dry from this one. This one doesn't want to take you serious, but they just want your energy. This one doesn't really want to be friends with you. They just need someone to talk to. This one, so it's important that you take the time to love on yourself so much that you don't care to be in people's presence just because you need to be around someone. You know? And it's just like, I'm just being real, bro. Like, not everybody gonna appreciate you. So some people, you really need to just put space in between them so they can start to appreciate you. But I think the one thing that I dislike and that I've learned that people do is like, people will literally have you like in their list of friends just so they can talk to you about them. I dislike that. I hate when people call me just to talk about them. Like I feel like there needs to be like communication taught. People need to learn how to communicate with other people. People need to learn how to talk, how to listen. You get what I'm saying? How to listen. Right? I just feel like I just feel like people weren't taught how to be real friends. And the reason why is because of how they grew up, who they were around. You see, you keep looking for people to be like you, but they weren't raised like you. They weren't taught to be like you. They don't have the same morals like you. And it's just like, you got to be careful with what you tell people because some people will try whatever opportunity they can to make themselves feel like they are ahead of you, they will take that. Whatever opportunity someone has to feel like they are ahead of you, they will take that. And the reason why I say all of this is because the way that you fix all of this is by becoming so self-sufficient off of your own love. When you become self-sufficient off of your own love, what happens is that you start to vibrate at a different frequency of love. And when you start to vibrate at a different frequency of love, you start to not have the patience for anything that does not vibrate at that frequency. So then what happens is that you start to send out your own energy and you start to attract more people that do vibrate at your frequency. Oh, you meant they need a. Oh, yeah, girl. You was about to. You saw. He said, "Oh, you muted me, girl. You got muted quick. I don't play now. I don't play them games." You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to. I thought you was. But yeah, man. It's just like I'm just realizing, and like this really a me and you talking session. Like this for real, me and you. Like this is for you to feel safe. But like honestly, like tell me what you think. Like I just feel like nowadays, the best way to make sure that you stay safe within your own space is by loving yourself enough that you don't accept things that are not at your frequency. I think that's the answer. I think that's just the answer. You have to love on yourself so much that you just do not accept certain things that do not vibrate at what you wanted to. Another thing, y'all, I just dropped a new ebook yesterday called How to Overcome Adversity. So you can click the link in my bio and click my crystal shop, manhurts.com, and get my new ebook. Do you believe that zodiac signs determine individuals' personality? To an extent, I feel like numerology is way better, you know? And I just feel like now, like, it's important for me, and listen to me, right? It's important that you treat yourself at the level that you see yourself. Oh, it's important that you treat yourself at the level that you see yourself. So if you feel like you are this very special being, you have to know how to spend time by yourself, because you're not willing to deviate from how you see yourself because of your lack of intimacy right now. You see, sometimes when we lack intimacy or we feel alone, we'll tend to drop down our layers or our boundaries because we feel alone. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just because you are alone does not mean that you drop your boundaries. Just because you are alone does not mean that you drop your what's the word? Like your requirements. Like just because you feel lonely does not mean you drop your requirements. I'm sorry, but no. Because the moment you drop your requirements, you're going to wish that you was alone. And this is something that Les Brown told me. Les Brown looked me in my eyes and told me, you would rather be alone than to be with someone and wish you were alone. I said, wow. He said, you would rather be alone than to be with someone and wish you were alone. You hear me? And it's just like, I just realized, like, the moment you start giving people a lot of access to you, you start giving people, like, they start to feel like this is, let me teach y'all something. If you forget to treat yourself like the prize, the people around you are going to feel like they're the prize. And you know what happened? They stop treating you like you're the prize. And that's not to say that they're not the prize, but that doesn't mean that you get treated any less like you're not. And this is what I realized I be doing. Like, I be so nice and I be wanting to serve people and I be wanting to help people, but then they forget who I am just because I'm grounded enough to still clean off your shoes. You see, let me tell you something, right? You could say, oh, sticks, and listen to me. Listen to me. This is in the most, like, grounded and with tons of humility, right? You can be this super famous person. You can be this super successful person, but you're so grounded that you still serve people. You don't act like you this super famous person. You don't act like you this super successful person. You don't act like this, right? And then what happens is that because you don't act like it, people around you don't act like it. So then they treat you like you regular. So a lot of y'all be thinking that these people be having egos, these people be trying to act like they're bigger, but the truth is that if they don't resonate or they don't vibrate at their frequency, people are gonna forget who they are. Kanye West literally said, if you hang around people who act like you're not who you are, then you will forget who you are. And one thing about me is I refuse to forget who I am, but a lot of y'all too busy trying to be humble, and this is why people are forgetting who you are. You're using that humble word a little too much. You're using that humble word a little too much, and then you're wondering why people are treating you like you're a lower level than them. Oh, let's look at the definition of humble, actually. To be humble is to be of low modest and to be submitting. So you could go ahead and be humble if you want to, but I'm making you aware of the reason why people treat you like you're not who you are is because you're being overly humble. And why are you being humble? You're being humble because you don't want your presence to overbear other people because of how much you shine. So what you do is you tell yourself that you're smaller in front of other people in hopes that they don't get insecure. But let me tell you something. Their insecurities have nothing to do with you. Their insecurities have nothing to do with you. And I realize this is something I deal with, where it's like, I be so big. I'm so big. And so are you. I am so big that I get afraid of other people's insecurities. So I try to tone it down. And because I start to tone it down, people think that that's where I tone it down at. They think that that's where I live at. And it's like, no, baby, I toned it down for you. This is not where I'm at. And then what happens is that when you tone it down for people, they think that they can step on you. They think that they're bigger than you because you tone it down. That's why I say, stop toning it down for people. Stop trying to make yourself smaller for people. Stop trying to fit into a box because other people are conformed into that box. You're trying to conform into a box because the people that you're around, that's the biggest they can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real talk. Y'all be so afraid to show off your confidence because of what somebody else is going to think. You think they're going to think you're ignorant. Are you ignorant? Are you arrogant? No. So why do you care if somebody else thinks so? You know who you are. You spend time with yourself. You be with yourself. You know if you arrogant, a narcissist or not. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know what's up. So my question is why do you continue to act small? Why do you continue to make yourself feel smaller than you actually are? What tips do you have for self-discovery or to better your relationship with yourself? You got to spend time by yourself. So do you avoid these people? Listen, the only time I avoid people is when people are not treating me how I'm supposed to be treated. Period. That's when I avoid people. When people are not treating me the way that I deserve to be treated, that's when they get avoided. Because if I don't treat myself like that, why should I let you treat myself like that? But this is why it's important that you spend time with yourself first before you start spending time with other people. Because the moment you start spending time with other people and you haven't spent time with yourself, you're not going to know your value and your spectrum. So you're going to think that your value is based off of how people treat you. Let me say that one more time. Because you don't spend time with yourself and you don't know your value, you're going to think that your value is based off of how people treat you, when it's the opposite. And what do you tell them when they come to us asking for questions? You know, that's the thing. Some of y'all think that you got to answer somebody. One thing about me, if I don't got to answer you. That was a part of the access that you was given when you were treating me right. When you were treating me right, you had the access of conversation from me. You had the access of clarity from me. But the moment that you stopped treating me right was the moment that access was revoked. You see, some people feel like they are entitled to a conversation with you. One thing about me, I don't feel like you're entitled to anything from me, especially if you haven't been giving me what I'm entitled to, which is respect, which is love, which is my boundaries being respected. And let me tell you something else. If people get mad at you for wanting to take space, these are the same people who are probably breaking your boundaries, because space is a form of boundaries. Space is a form of self-love. Space is a form of I need clarity to think. And if people are not giving you the space to think, if people are not giving you the space to feel your emotions, that is a form of manipulation. That is a form of narcissism, in my opinion. In my opinion, if they don't want to give you the space to learn, they don't want to give you space to be by yourself, if they don't want to give you the space in general. You know? And another thing I tell you too is just like, let people be them. Let people show you who they are. Let people do what they do. Don't try to stop people from doing stuff. Allow them to do it. Allow them to do it. Allow them to do it. Because you would rather find out by letting them doing it than find out by them trying to sneak and do it. All right. Another thing too, if you have not yet, make sure y'all click the link in my bio, click Crystal Shop, and check out my new ebook. My new ebook is all about adversity. If you feel like you've been getting challenged, if you feel like you've been getting tested, if you feel like you keep going through challenge after challenge and you don't know why, I recommend getting my book, Overcoming Adversity. A lot of you guys don't understand that adversity is actually an opportunity for you to achieve another level. But because we have such negative mindsets towards challenges, we feel like pain equals something negative, when in reality, pain equals growth. Think about it. Some of the most traumatizing things in your life that caused you so much pain is what allowed you to grow, allowed you to have more insight on yourself, allowed you to have a spiritual awakening. That's the reason why they call it a dark night of the soul. You see, we have to understand that there is a duality. Chasing something positive actually leads to something negative, but chasing something negative actually leads to something positive. So you've been running away from the negative, thinking that it's something negative, when in reality, if you ran towards the adversity, you would realize that it was actually an opportunity for you to level up. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys ever heard my song Level Up, but it's so what? Took your hit and then I leveled up. You see, a lot of y'all have to understand that the only way that you can level up is by taking a hit. The only way that you can level up is by going through some type of challenge, some type of, like, think about it. The only way that you can pass your current grade level is to pass the exam. The exam gives you anxiety. The exam challenges you. The exam makes you do things that you're like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So again, if you have not yet, click the link in the bio, click Crystal Shop, and cop my ebook, How to Overcome Adversity, because I know a lot of y'all are facing your fears right now. A lot of y'all are facing y'all fears right now, and I don't want you to run away from facing your fears. I want you to embrace facing your fears, and this is the reason why I got this book and why I made this book for y'all, because I don't want you to run away from things that look like a challenge, when in reality, your blessing is wrapped in a lesson. Somebody said, which link? Click the Man Hurts. So go to manhurts.com. All right. So the link is in the bio. And if you get that ebook and you cop another ebook, it's buy one, get one half off. So let's say you get my Overcome Adversity ebook, but you've been thinking about getting my How to Manifest. If you put both of those in your cart, it's going to give you one of them half off, okay? When is the last live class in the Mystery School? The live class in the Mystery School is going to be next weekend. It's going to be next weekend, man. And it's just like, real talk, I just feel like when you don't learn a lesson, they're only going to make it more apparent in your life. So if you don't learn how to be by yourself and you keep trying to run into people, the universe is going to continuously have you lose people, so you have no choice but to be by yourself. Sometimes the universe will even cause your car to break down. Sometimes the universe will even cause you to have an injury just so you can stay home by yourself, because you have no choice. You hear me? So if you feel like, how many of y'all been going through challenges and tests? Talk to me. How many of y'all been feeling like y'all been getting challenged lately? How many of y'all feel like y'all been going through adversity lately? How many of y'all? So then there's no reason for you not to have the ebook. There's no reason for you not to have the ebook. Adversity is not the time to freak out. Adversity is the time to rise to the occasion. Fear is blinding if you allow it to blind you. Confidence is needed to win the battle. You have to know you have the ability to succeed. You have to have the trust and faith in spirituality. Without these things, you won't make it. You won't make it. You see, I have seen my best work when my back was up against the wall. I've seen my best work when my back was against the wall. You see, a lot of y'all need this adversity. A lot of y'all need these challenges because you got too comfortable. A lot of y'all need this pressure because you've gotten too comfortable. You've been lifting the same weight over and over, but somehow you want to grow. And a lot of times, the only way to get you to grow is to put pressure. The only time to get you to grow is to put your back up against the wall and force you to act. So again, if you have not yet, click the link in my bio, click Crystal Shop, and go ahead and get this ebook, How to Overcome Adversity. I promise you, when you read it, you're going to be like, Wow. You just gave me hope. You just opened my eyes. I feel better. I feel stronger. I feel like I can do it. All right? I refuse to lose. All right? Now, another thing, y'all. I gotta drop some music. I gotta drop some music, y'all. I gotta drop some music. I gotta drop some music on y'all. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all check out my ebook. Link in the bio. Click Crystal Shop. And if y'all have any questions right now, this is the time to ask. I'm here to answer your questions. Is it just me or has time been feeling weird? It's like time has not been accurate lately. It's like when it's 10 a.m., it feels like it's freaking 5 p.m. Isn't that crazy? I took a detox, and ever since I took a detox, like my body been doing this, like sniffling and stuff like that. So I think it's because I took that detox, like that detox thing. Just got the ebook. Yeah, man, and y'all let me know how y'all like the ebook. Y'all let me know how it makes you feel. Like, I asked a few people who read the ebook, and they were like, man, like the ebook give me hype. It gets me hype. And I say that's good because the whole point is that when you're going through adversity and you're feeling like you're losing faith, when you read it, it's supposed to get you hype. It's supposed to motivate you. It's supposed to get you, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. But I just feel like it's because we're going through these challenges, and these challenges starts with changes. And I want to tell y'all today is an 11 day, so try not to get emotional today. Today is a 11 day, so try not to get emotional today. You know? And it's just like I think the biggest thing for me right now is to make sure that I treat myself at the level that I see myself. How do you stop people from taking advantage of you? You treat yourself at the level that you see yourself. So if people are taking advantage of you, it's probably because you're not really seeing your value. Can you talk to us more about adversity? I have a whole ebook on it. Yeah, so if you want to learn more about adversity, you can get my ebook and you can go watch my live from yesterday. So yesterday I literally did a whole live talking about adversity. So if you want to learn more about adversity, you can go to my last live and you can watch that, or you can just get my ebook. But listen, y'all, this is really all I wanted to come on here and say. I didn't want to be on here too long. I love you guys so much, and again, make sure y'all go ahead and get my ebook. Love you all. Later.